Bald, 6'2" mutt with blue eyes and a barcode on the back of his head who wears the same suit everywhere. Never gets noticed by anyone. Are all NPCs in the Hitman games stupid? American patriotism has to be the cringest shit ever. Your country has existed for 250 years. It has no history or culture. None of you actually come from America. You're all a bunch of losers who couldn't make it in Europe, so you ran away. Paralyzes petty thief for fun. Lets genocidal clown walk free. No kill rule makes no sense. Gets elected. Does nothing. Inflation skyrockets. More wars start. Taliban takes back Afghanistan. Gets creamed in a debate. Withdraws from the race and gets replaced with one of the worst vice presidents this country has ever seen. Vice president loses the election massively to the guy he beat the first time. What's this strategy called?
Nice play, Mr. Bond. However, you did not announce you were almost finished, so now you are 2 cards further from victory. Show is about good man turning bad. The worst thing he does throughout the show is kill 10 criminals. What?
Commits several murders, gets away with it since the police is just a bunch of dumb rednecks who have to piece the crime together by themselves. Was it really that easy before cameras and forensics? So found my temporary image folder, lol, be me in school, in English literature class, studying A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. It was also Christmas, so the teacher wanted to play a movie for us. Nobody wanted to watch the Muppet version, but nobody had the 2009 version on DVD. Except for me. I really didn't, teehee. I told them that I would bring a copy on a media disc tomorrow. Fast forward to home. On my PC, I have Vegas Pro for YouTube poops, and Image Burn for pirating Xbox games. Obviously, I wasn't going to make a whole YouTube poop of the movie, so I figured I'll add some hidden edits throughout the first 45 minutes in hopes that it would mindfuck someone who did notice them. Enter Pick Related, June 12, 2019, where I superimposed Putin's face on the Ghost of Christmas Past for 2 seconds. I distinctly remember nobody in class noticing, so here you go. In before, major, mechanical engineer. 5 fucking years of soul-crushing school, $90K in debt, no job immediately after I graduated. Employers, sorry, but we are looking for someone experienced for this entry-level position. What the fuck? What should I have done instead of college? OnlyFans. Came out of nowhere. Died. Crashed Ubisoft. Didn't elaborate. What a Chad game.
Have to spend $700 on car repairs every 6 months. My face when I fell for the don't buy a new car meme. Fuck you, O. I have to replace water pump this time.
No, that's the wrong hole. You're going to hell for all of eternity. I will give you battles that you hate. I will give you no proof of my existence. I may give you cancer at some point in your life. I will create thousands of religions to confuse you. Now love me unconditionally or else you will go to hell for all of eternity. Well, yeah, pretty much. Religions really are just absurd on their face. Christianity, in particular, is just a form of Messianic Judaism formed around a relatively topical apocalyptic preacher that went into a cope spiral after his death and metastasized into a global religion. Satan, be prepared to fry Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh, what was that, Gabriel? Oh, he accepted me as his Lord and Savior? This changes everything. Let him into my kingdom. 2013, Halo is all about Master Chief's personality. 2015, Halo is all about being competitive. 2019, Halo should be an open-world live service free-to-play. 2024, Halo 1 was only good because it had graphics. Our new game will have good graphics, so it will be good too. It's also tiresome. Be me, computer science student. People talk about high-level and low-level programmers, so I think it's like a game. The higher the level a programmer is, the better they are. I start to hear more of businesses demand more low-level programmers. What the fuck? I'm going to start this intro course by giving you the highest possible level of overview. Huh? This low-level threat is the worst thing we've faced in a good while. What? It turns out that I'm an idiot. It's not like a game. High-level programmers are the type of programmer who still has the training wheels on and have no idea what memory allocation means. They only interact with abstractions. Low-level programmers are the super sweaty nerds who can code assembly, modify their own kernel, and manually allocate memory and all kinds of wizard shit. No abstraction. Do I just drop off at this point? Story time, mates. Be me, 16 years old, go to cottage in northern Michigan in summer. Have friend who lives up there. Our cottage about 20 minutes from town, but by popular golf course. Driving with friend. Tells me to honk at this house. Why the fuck.jpg. Says everyone in his school honks at this house when they drive by. They call it the honk house. Topkek.jpg. I honk every time I drive by. See other people honk when they drive by. Holy shit, everyone knows about the honk house. Tell all my friends to do it too. They summer up north as well. My cousin honks at honk house. Guy who lives in honk house runs out to car and chases down my cousin. Says, please, for the love of God, quit honking. We have 2 babies, never sleep. Year later, for sale sign goes up. 6 years later, sign still up. My face when I check public records and see it's the same owners living there. Can't sell it because honk house. BIGN. Make a public vote system to get the Game of the Year of 2024. You hate the winner so you just denied that the game ever existed. Lamau. Go to India for 2 weeks. Order simple Indian curry every day. Wake up every day shitting myself. Decide to order 3 entire pizzas for a change. Feel fine as a fiddle. There is no God here. Betrays Christianity, betrays his family, betrays his country. All so he could take a Japanese wife and LARP as a samurai. Watched every single first time watching Jurassic Park reaction video on YouTube, and this is what I found. Nobody understood that Alan and Ellie are a couple. Nobody understood that Ellie was joking when she said Alan should have just pulled a gun on the kid. Most didn't understand why Alan looked concerned when he was told the park had velociraptors, even though he had a long monologue about how dangerous they are a few scenes before. Most didn't understand which dinosaurs the cow was fed to, even though Hammond says out loud that Muldoon knows more about raptors than anyone. Most didn't understand why Alan threw the raptor claw away. Nobody understood whose severed arm dropped on Ellie's shoulder in the maintenance shed. Most had no idea what was about to happen to Muldoon, even though Alan told how raptors hunt in his monologue at the beginning. It's a fucking Hollywood popcorn film made for kids, and people still miss obvious shit like that. Open Reddit. There is a message. Think I'm getting banned for being racist on r/2 Western Europe for you. Sweating bullets. Turns out they found out that I want to kill myself. How did they know? More importantly, how did I get away with being racist? Be me. 2nd year of college. Live in apartment. 10-minute walk from campus. Chilling in apartment. Stomach grumbles. Exit room to use bathroom. Hear shower running in bathroom. Guess my roommate is in the bathroom. No big deal. He should be out soon. Return to room and go back to watching YouTube. 40 minutes later, stomach again. Go back into living room. Bathroom still locked. Shower still running. Okay, maybe he just got in when I first checked. Surely he will get out soon. Back in room, trying to ignore worsening stomach pain. Uncomfortably make it through 30-minute video. Rumble in the jungle. Roommate is still in the shower. It's coming. Perform mental calculations at the speed of light. Can't make it to campus. Could maybe make it to the coffee shop at the end of the street if I sprint, but there's a 50-50 chance I shit myself on the way. T-minus 10, 9, 8, desperation.jpg. Sudden idea. Quickly unroll trash bag, drop my pants and squat. Unleash a solid 2 pounds into the thin plastic that shields the floor from a spray of hot paste. First, thank God that I keep my TP in my room. Second, ask God for forgiveness. Try to ignore the steam wafting out of the bag as I use an entire roll of TP to clean shrapnel off my legs. Go throw bag and dumpster outside and think about my life choices. My face when I could have walked to campus and back an hour ago. My face when my roommate didn't get out of the shower for another hour. My face when I just shit in a bag because my roommate decided to take a 2-hour nap in the bathroom. Game sells itself as having choices that matter and affect the storyline. The only choice that matters is the final one. Game only has 2 possible endings. I hate this shit. Microsoft fires their DEI team. A day later, someone shits into their servers. Pure coincidence. Magic and furries have existed since ancient times. A wizard didn't develop the polyjuice potion to turn themselves or their girlfriend into an animal hybrid. Be me like 12 years ago. Someone asks me if I want Robux. Sure. What's your password? It's I love Beatles 123321. They log in. Actually fucking get a transaction on my account. They buy me Lifetime Outrageous Builders Club. 800 Robux as well. Literally just log out and tell me to change my password. I still have no idea how my 13-year-old self was not scammed. Watching Lord of the Rings with GF. Get to the part where Boromir is filled with arrows. He and Aragorn share a teary goodbye and Boromir dies. She smiles and says, "Thank goodness, I hated him." Should I dump her? Why don't girls understand this character? Silent Hill 2. Shotgun an enemy to down them, stomp them to kill. Simply flinch and take damage when you're hit. Silent Hill 3. Enemies take 4 shotgun shots and can be stomped 5 times before dying. Fall and stay on the floor for 10 seconds every time you're hit. How did they fuck up the combat in Silent Hill 3 so bad? World is le rotting? Everything is le entropy? Faith is le madness? Holy figure is actually le evil? Powers of light and darkness are le same? Fire is le dying, but maybe that's a le good thing? Hack. Be me, Amazon wage slave. Every day we put chips and candy out at the desk for the delivery drivers. Good deal, 'cause I get to have some too. Today a driver comes in and grabs the entire box of Sour Patch Kids, pick-related, and walks out. I see this and know if I say anything he'll just drive off, 'cause I'm a dork-ass white boy. Tell my coworker, Miss Trixie, 'cause everybody listens to Miss Trixie. She tells the driver to bring the candy back. Driver knows I saw him take it and starts calling me a snitch. Says I'm not a man because I didn't confront him myself. My manager sees all this and calls him over. I walk away and continue doing my job. A couple minutes later, bro comes up and starts apologizing. We shake hands and he drivers off into the night. First he was sour, then he was sweet. Now he's gone. Way better performance, way better graphics, new balanced weapons that aren't just stat swaps, extremely polished with very little glitches, amazing modding support and mods allowed on official servers, no gambling, gets actually updated often, not bloated by hundreds poorly designed shitty cosmetics with obnoxious unusual effects, 4 team game modes, none of that meet your match casual shit, just pick a server and jump in, the civilian and VIP game mode, sniper and spy rebalanced. What is even the point of playing live TF2 when this exists? Be Russia. Demand the Ottomans let you be in charge of your Christian minority. No, what the fuck? Take the Danubian principalities. Britain and France come over and kick your shit in. What the fuck was their problem? Dark Souls. Make your way out of a dungeon only to have a fat fucking demon land on your head, eventually realizing you can run away, continue exploring, and later get your revenge with a big fat plunging attack, crushing the very same monster that probably wiped the floor with you the first time, going left from Firelink and getting ass raped by spooky skellies, exploring Undead Burg when you come across the first Black Knight and likely get obliterated by him. Bonus if you manage to beat him and get his game-breaking sword that will carry you through the entire rest of the game. Oh hey, a bridge with a bunch of the Channeler and his hollow party. Whew, this gargoyle is tough, but he's down to half head. Oh, what the fuck. Getting flattened by Havel, gaping dragon looking like a lizard poking its head out but turning out to be a twisted monstrosity. That first time you get ploinked by a dart in Blight Town, and suddenly all your health is vanishing as you panic. Spider tits. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? Deciding that now it's time for the revenge against the Skellies, and struggling through the catacombs only for the finale to be a boss scarcely harder than the average encounter there. The entirety of Sen's Funhouse, but especially the first boulder trap where some snake guy runs at you but gets absolutely flattened, knocking a towering golem off the arena, and her motherfucking Londo, those 2 goddamn archers, Ornstein and Smaug, amazing chest ahead. Game's not even done, though the quality infamously dips afterwards. For me, it's the underrated Siege of Balor. A Spanish unit of around 50 men went to the Philippines to fight an insurrection a bit before the Spanish-American War. They ended up holing up inside a church, and while they're besieged by the Filipinos, the Spanish-American War starts and ends with the Philippines being handed over to the United States, and when the news that they are now on American land arrives, the leader of the Spanish unit on the church went, "This is a trick meant to deceive us," and they spent even more time holed up inside the church, even killing some Americans doing reconnaissance. Multiple Spanish and American officers attempt to relieve them, but they reject the aid and keep being besieged. By the way, the food has already run out, and they are eating wild beasts. Eventually, the thing that makes them surrender was a newspaper by a friend of the commander telling them the war is over. Game releases in June 2023. Somehow nobody's even heard of it until literally today when Tencent suddenly announced it was apparently a massive flop and made $240,000 on a $140 million budget. How badly do you have to advertise your game that you were able to get a Hollywood actor to be in it and nobody knew it existed for almost a year? And how badly is Smith's career going that he can only find roles like this? Also, the game looks so terrible that I have to imagine most of the money went into paying for the Will Smith cameo. Maybe they didn't even have any money left over for advertising. Join game. Shield shitter Ogren, who never uses his gun. Veteran, not spec to handle shooters and is using a controller. Zealot, who doesn't use melee and is only using primary fire on their flamethrower because they, and I quote, have fanned the flames. I fucking hate these people. Sees a guy perform straight up sorcery. Betrays him. Was Judas stupid? Even on the off chance he wasn't the son of God, you're still messing with some high-level wizard. Is omniscient. Knows wheels are more efficient than legs for traveling long distances. Designs humans as endurance hunters. Gives them legs instead of wheels anyway. What's his fucking problem? When did South Park stop being cool? When the world's absurdity surpassed the show's.